I wake up, turn over, and check my phone. Within seconds, my dopamine skyrockets. A friend just landed a dream job. Someone else just ran a marathon. My day started 3 minutes ago, and I already feel behind. And for a while, I thought I was the only one that felt this way. But in reality, we all feel a little behind. Social media has distorted our perception of how we view our lives in comparison to others. And we've all heard the phrase, comparison is the thief of joy. But to me, it was more than that. It warped my reality and convinced me that I was losing a race I had never even signed up for. It's tempting to treat my resume as a single source of truth, of who I am, what I've done, and what I can do. But I've come to learn that life is about moments that never fit neatly into bullet points. It's not font size 12. And the truth is, Times New Roman never told the whole story. My sophomore year, I had a 3.9 GPA. I woke up at 5 a.m. every day. I founded a club and won national case competitions. And yet in spring 2023, I was denied from the UConn School of Business. I was confused, angry even. I mean, I wasn't applying to an Ivy League school, I was just changing my major. And for a while, this left me hesitant. I was confused. But I proceeded to move on with my life and realized that life wasn't necessarily about the definition in words on a single-sided sheet of paper. From here, I moved on. Right? I began to ask myself different questions. What if it necessarily was never about what I studied, but instead who? What if it was never essentially about obsessively chasing success? What if it was about attracting success and becoming someone that success would want to sit next to? And looking back, this rejection has radically shifted my perspective. Not because my resume no longer said finance like my 5-year plan had intended, but because I began to understand that my value extends far beyond the words on a single-sided sheet of paper. The first lesson I've learned from Yvon Chouinard is to create your own game. Yvon founded Patagonia not to build an empire, but to solve a problem. He wanted better climbing equipment for himself and his friends. But what started as a small blacksmith operation transformed into one of the most well-known and respected outdoor brands in the world, not just known for its products, but for its mission. And their mission is simple. We're in the business to save our home planet. And it's not just a tagline. Chouinard's actions have consistently been in line with his mission. In 2011, Patagonia ran an ad during the Black Friday season saying, ironically, "Don't buy this jacket." This isn't directly in line with Chouinard's commitment to consumption within our means. And while other companies chase profit, Chouinard chases impact. In 2022, he materialized this through his most radical decision yet. Patagonia has since shifted into a nonprofit, ensuring that all of Patagonia's future profits will be utilized towards protecting our planet. Chouinard created his own game. He didn't follow corporate cultural norms. He made consistent decisions that were in line with his own values, and he's leaving behind a wake of positive impact because of it. The second lesson I've learned from Peter Thiel is to build the right team. Peter Thiel's greatest investment wasn't in companies, it was in people. When choosing the founding team of PayPal, Thiel didn't hire based off of resumes. He hired based off of conviction. A group of intense, unconventional thinkers. People who didn't quite fit the mold, but had a relentless curiosity and a belief in the mission. This group went on to become known as the PayPal Mafia, founding companies like Tesla, SpaceX, LinkedIn, and even YouTube. In his book, 0 to 1, he talks about what it takes to build the best team. A group of people with shared values, but different perspectives on the world. A group of people that are willing to challenge each other, question assumptions, and believe that progress comes from friction within small teams of obsessive people that are willing to challenge each other and the world. The people that you surround yourself with, professionally, socially, academically, don't just influence your next move. They influence how you play the game. And the last lesson I've learned from Naval Ravikant is to play the long game. Naval Ravikant is an early investor in companies like Twitter and Uber. He didn't chase headlines, but instead built his wealth slowly through timing and leverage. In his book, he talks about how he slows down based off of purpose. He devoured books, spent hours thinking, writing, asking better questions. He famously said, all returns in life, whether in wealth, relationships, or knowledge, come from compound interest. It's the effort that you put in, day out, that compounds over time. It's that 1% better every day, compounding 37 times over at the end of the year. I used to think that success was about achieving the next big milestone. But I've come to learn that that's about the small, unglamorous acts. It's sending that extra email, reading 10 more pages, or doing the extra set in the gym. And today, I'm betting more on habits than hacks. I'm chasing my genuine curiosity, and I'm betting on people and projects that let me grow over the long haul. They're not glamorous, they're not what's flashy, but it scales, and it works. And it's available to anyone willing to play the long game. So, let me recap. Success isn't a resume. It's not a GPA or a job title. Success is about creating your own game and defining what matters to you and not letting others influence your definition. Success is about building the right team with people who genuinely challenge you. And lastly, success is about playing the long game with consistent habits that compound over time. Life's not a straight path, but maybe the best moves come from those who've walked ahead of us. Thank you.